not, Lisa. Why? I did not hit her. I swear. It was not me. Hug me.
Describe this problem exactly in your own words.
I don't know. I don't know how to describe it. It's actually been getting worse since I've known him. First, I started off with 1 or 2 frogs. You know, hey Austin, what are these frogs doing back here? Oh, I'm feeding them. You know, I'm taking care of them, giving them special treatment. And then it, you know, months passed. So it was 2 stacks, 3 stacks. Now he's got like 15, 20 frogs back there, and.
You got your quick keeper?
I remember this one frog.
Yeah, give him that so he can pop in there. Mickey.
I remember this one frog. And I picked him up. And he just looked at me. And he was like, help me. Take me away from all of this. I can't do this anymore. I just can't do this anymore.
King Brown!
So, do you think you have a problem?
A problem? Listen, everyone is jealous of my pixie frogs. Look at that thing. That's a fantasy frog. That's beast. Someone is gonna want to buy that at Daytona this year.
How long has this problem been going on with Austin?
I don't know. I think Austin's been having like this frog problem or whatever for like a year or 2, maybe. I don't know. I don't even keep track of it, man. Look how much gold I got. This is awesome. Gold. Ooh, elixir.
Right. So, how exactly would you describe this problem in your own words?
Well, right now my problem is I gotta upgrade everything. I am like way behind on my upgrades. Oh, you're talking about Austin's problem?
Yeah, we have the problem with Austin.
Oh man, he just keeps feeding them. Just feeds them, fat little frogs.
Instead of dusting with vitamin and calcium, you can actually put creatine inside the fuzzies and pinkies, and that way your frog can get the creatine. They'll fill up with water, and they'll literally be a watermelon.
All right, thank you for your time.
What else did they say about me?
Orkin was pretty concerned.
I don't even care. You can stop right there. Orkin said, who cares? No one listens after that point.
I mean, Mike was a little bit shooken up as well.
Mike's not American, so his vote doesn't count.
Okay, so exactly how long has this been going on?
Quite a while. I mean, it's nonstop. Every time you look, I go and feed something. I walk away. Usually I don't look back. But I'm like, ah! And he's over there like, and walks away. I'm like, what is up with this? It has to stop. They're gonna explode. They're gonna go BAM! Just like that.
But he secretly wants to take my Pac-Mans. That's why he wants me to stop. Everyone's jealous with my success.
Austin. You have a problem, bro. Try to keep it together. You gotta be strong for him, okay?
Don't cry, Mike.
You have a frog problem that we have to deal with, and if you don't deal with it, listen, admitting it is part of the problem. It's the step to healing.
How many frogs, Austin?
It's okay. See, it's okay. You guys think it's funny, but like, for me, it's a conviction. And like, I'm glad we have pastors here because I like fat girls. And you guys might not like fat girls, but the frogs remind me of fat girls. So that's our problem.
He's married to my daughter.
I was just gonna say.
That's that's why I'm convicted.
Something like that.
That's why I'm convicted about it.
Shots fired.
How many frogs have to lose their lives before you understand?
I want to hear a passer's perspective.
Look, bro, we just want you to get help. Sit.
You should die.
Tell me.
We just want to get better. We just want you to get better.
Kill too many.
We're here to help.
This disease is gonna consume you.
How do I fix my problem? No one here has a solution?
Listen, I think we need to send them away. I think.
To a fat camp?
Well, there's that camp in California called the Frog Ranch, where
I can't handle that. That'll be too much. He would kill way too much
things will
temptation.
be okay here.
Stop pretending!
Welcome to 20 Minutes Underground, your online weekly reptile YouTube show for reptile enthusiasts like the Matzo Brawler. Oh, that's why he's here. That's why Eli's here. Funny little dog. Anyway, this week we look at rat snakes. One of my favorite families of snakes, of reptiles, period. My first real snake was a yellow rat snake I called Banana. I was about 8 or 9 years old, and I lived in New York, and I had a friend of mine that knew these people called the Shed in South Florida. The Shed was like the place. There's a guy named Joe Baraducci and Louis Porras. Classic guys from the reptile industry. Any of you guys that have been in this business more than 20 years know exactly who I'm talking about. Joe Baraducci, I think, lives in Africa now, and I don't know where Louis Porras is at, but he's somewhere. He's still around. Anyway, they sent me a yellow rat snake, about a 4.5 foot, well, at the time it was probably only 3 foot, but looking back, it was the most beautiful animal I'd ever seen. The color was the richest, the stripes down there. I just absolutely adored that animal. I loved it. About 2 years later, I got a female and mated them together. Didn't do anything with the eggs. I didn't know how to incubate eggs, but it was great. It was the greatest thing in the world to have that snake. When I find yellow rat snakes in Florida, and I often find them all over, it's one of the greatest events of my life. Quick story, you like this. I'm leaving my house one day, because I lived in New York all my life. I moved down to Florida about 20-something years ago, and I'm walking out of my house, and right on the porch of my house is a big 6 foot yellow rat snake, a big wild yellow rat snake. And I look at it and I go, praise God! And my wife comes out, what happened, honey? And I went, look! And she looks and she goes, only you could look at a snake first thing in the morning on his patio and go, it's gonna be a good day. If you're like me, oos, it's gonna be a good day. Enjoy the show.
Hello guys, here we are at 20 Minutes Underground. I'm Beautiful Sam, and this week's question is, what animal can hold its breath for more than an hour and has the slowest metabolism of any reptile? Is it A, the Tarantula? Is it B, the emerald tree boa? Or is it C, the Eurymastix?
Oh, we're recording?
Yeah.
So I'm supposed to talk now. It's Ryan B. Here at Underground Reptiles. This week we're talking about rat snakes. Ironically, if there's a lot of people always in the industry want to find out what the next big, niche is, or what the next big market is. If somebody were to ask me what I think is going to be one of those animals that takes off, that's worth breeding, if you're looking to, make some money doing it, I would definitely say Oriental rat snakes. Now, here's the catch. It's definitely also one of those animals that you have to be super patient with. Oriental rat snakes in general are difficult to breed for a couple reasons. One, they're difficult, first off, to get thriving in captivity if you're dealing with wild-caught specimens. Super difficult to get thriving. One of the reasons why, though, they're worth a bit more money than your New World rat snakes, for example. Also, most of, or a lot, I shouldn't say most, but there's quite a few species of Old World rat snakes that are small, making them easier to fit in smaller rack systems, making them easier to work with if you're somebody that's a little bit more intimidated by a larger snake and you don't want to get bit by something that's going to put a bad hurting on you. There are certain, and I'm qualifying this, guys, there are certain Oriental rat snakes that are a lot easier to work with and stay a little bit smaller. My personal favorite, for those of you guys that have been watching, that check out the Facebook to see what we're breeding and working on, are the bamboo rat snakes. Right here. Now this one, to give you an idea, this is an adult male. In fact, this is one of my breeder males. One of the things that caught my eye with these guys initially is just the color. I mean, this is a very colorful animal. When they're younger, usually you see some more brighter oranges. And again, some will go from like a real light, you know, bright orange to more of like a reddish orange to even some I've seen that are almost red. This dorsal striping makes them really cool. They almost look like racing stripes on there. Those cool pinstripes that go right down the length of the back. Now there are no morphs when working with the bamboo rat snakes, and I should also mention that there are a few different subspecies of bamboo rat snakes. A lot of people know them more by their subspecies name than they do by their common name, mainly because a lot of us have never really come to terms with what a good common name. I've heard people call these Thai bamboo rat snakes, Red Mountain bamboo rat snakes, Red Mountain racer. I mean, I've heard people call these all sorts of names. So to avoid confusion, I just call them by their subspecies name or their whole scientific name, you know, genus, species, and subspecies, which would be Elaphe porphyracea. Forgive me if I didn't pronounce that correctly. Coxeye. That's these guys right here. Cool thing about them, they only get about 2 to 3 foot, and that's on pretty much all of the subspecies as well. 2 to 3 foot is max length, and again, this is a breeder size male. In fact, take a look right over here. Let me put him back a second. Get back in there, buddy. We'll be home soon. This right here is one of the babies actually we just hatched out about 2 weeks ago. Look at that, he's actually going into shed, as you can see. Unlike his dad, he's got full perfect striping. Some of them, they call them vanishing stripe, have almost no striping down the back. Some of them, they call boulder stripes, have more of a thick black line. Really, that's a matter of preference. You know, different people like different ones. Temperament on them, they can be a little feisty at times, but the cool thing about them again is it's not a big animal. You're not going to get terribly hurt by them. Another neat thing about these guys, one of the reasons why I gravitated towards the bamboo rat snakes and the different subspecies of them is because they generally feed well on rodents, which is something that if you guys work with old world rat snakes or oriental rat snakes, you know is not always the case. I mean, some of these are real difficult to get feeding on rodents. These guys almost immediately take to rodents. And the other cool thing about them is there was, for the most part, for a while in the United States, a decent amount of captive bred animals, as well as in Europe, so you can get, you know, fresh European bloodlines. In fact, this guy came from Europe originally, while this guy, of course, was bred here in the U.S. Now, new project we started here. This is another type of bamboo rat snake. This is the Yunnan Mountain. It's the common name on it, also known as Porphyracea, again, forgive me, pulchra. Very neat animal. This right here is one of the females that I have. Just started working with them, haven't bred them successfully as of yet. You can see almost, if you look at the top of the head, very similar look to the Thai. Big difference is they got some of those bandings, inner stripe, and then the striping picks back up on the tail. Now again, you'll see variations of the same animal, some where the striping goes all the way up the body. I've got one male at home that most of them are like this brownish orange color, that burnt orange I call it. I've got one at home that is more orange than this guy. I mean, like bright orange, really cool looking. And instead of having it faded in the pattern, the bands are actually solid, really cool looking. And again, for those of you guys that are interested in the different types of bamboo rat snakes, you know, take a look at the few different subspecies that are there. Let me get this guy back in here first. Yeah, take a look at the different subspecies. There's a few different types. They're really cool animals. Like I said, I personally think they're a little bit easier. Well, a couple of the reasons why. One, real briefly, they can handle lower temperatures. If you're somebody that wants to put them in a rack system, and maybe it's not a heated rack system, but your room stays consistently in the mid to high 70s, perfect for these guys. These guys can handle temperatures in the daytime that range in the mid 70s. In fact, I keep no heat on my animals here. None of the bamboo rat snakes, no heat whatsoever, no UVB whatsoever. So they're a perfect rack system animal, especially again if you have one without heat on it. The other thing is, again, they feed very well on rodents, and also as far as breeding goes, I know this for specifically the Thai bamboo rat snakes. When it comes to breeding, these guys lay multiple clutches a year. Now they're smaller clutches, usually anywhere from 2 to 6 eggs, but they can lay multiple clutches a year. Sometimes I've read upwards of 5 and 6 clutches. Never seen that many, but I've read that that's the case. In any case, as you can see, I really dig these animals. I hope you guys dig them as well. And yeah, bamboo rat snake right here in Underground Reptiles. Now U.S. captive bred bamboo rat snakes right here at Underground Reptiles. I was so excited about that. That was just so cool. That made my day when those little guys hatched out. Now I'm just rambling. Got nothing better to do. 7:30 at night. I could be cleaning cages, but that's what Sean's there for. I'll just hang out with my bamboo rat snake.
Hey, are we on? Are we on? I guess so. Look, the camera's looking at me. Hey guys, I'm a red-tailed green rat snake. Guys, I am Gonyosoma oxycephalum. I love that name. I'm from Indonesia, Southeast Asia, even the Taiwanese, like the Taiwan beauty. That's my cousin. Check me out. A beautiful boreal green rat snake. Check, I'm so pretty. Look at my blue tongue. Yeah, I don't like cameras too well, but you know something? I'm gonna have to, you know, just cooperate. Anyway, guys, I'm a real cool snake. I can get about 4 to 6 feet long. It's not bad for a rat snake. 12 years old, too. Maybe even 15 I can live to. Beautiful animal. I'm an egg layer. I love to lay about maybe 3 to 4 clutches of bunches of juicy eggs. And let me tell you something. I have an enemy, the king cobra. They love me. Yes, they love me. To eat me, that is. So let's not talk about king cobras, even though they're kind of nice. But I bow down to them. They are the king. Anyway, I'm a boreal. I slip up in the trees, and when I get really mad, I puff up. I'll blow my whole body up to make myself look bigger and scarier, to scare you potential predators off to leave me alone. Because I do bite. I'm not a handleable snake. I'm not something you put around your neck and just go, oh, look what I got. A pretty green snake around my neck. I'll bite you. I don't like that, so that's why my handler here has me on a hook. Anyway, I'm different, as you can see. See me puffing up now? I'm kind of mad now, you know. See my colors? Bright green. Got this reddish tan tail, kind of offset on my body. Really pretty animal. I think I'm pretty gorgeous myself. And I'm not that common, actually. You don't see me in every pet shop around here. So you guys looking for something different type of rat snake from different countries, not from North America. We're talking Asia and Indonesia. This is a beautiful guy to find. He's checking me out now, see? Yeah. Beautiful animal. All right, guys. I've got to go home now. Signing off. Good night.
This beautiful specimen is the tiger rat snake, also known as Spilotes pilotis. These gorgeous snakes that are mainly arboreal will also be terrestrial. With this long, almost 9 foot of maximum length body, these snakes are avid hunters and incredible predators. They actually have very few enemies in the wild, as they dominate mostly anything they come across. These snakes are specifically designed in catching a feist when and whenever they are ready. As you can see, like most of your rat snakes, they will puff that long neck up, fill it up with air, and try to intimidate their prey. Much like Peter here, about to eat some Monties. He will also eat anything that comes in his way, including mammals, birds, lizards,
Stupid snake.
and big muscly guys in blue shirts.
Stupid. Look at it. It's compressed. It's got a skinny body.
He's smarter than you, actually, and he'll actually catch his prey and swallow them alive, which contributes to exactly how heartless this snake actually is. They can actually reproduce clutches of 5 to 14 babies and are not shy. Although they live in heavily forested areas, they will also be found in agricultural land, and they love to chill by the river. These gorgeous snakes are avid hunters, and like I said, they are extremely good with their defensive tactics. They'll actually swell up with their air pockets, let out a loud hiss, and strike. And these guys are not false strikers like most of your bull snakes. They'll actually tag you. Although he's being kind of nice right now. Right, Mr. Tiger Snake? These gorgeous snakes, as you can see, are really long, and this is especially good for maneuvering through the branches and large tracts of land. They're incredibly fast, and their agility is unmatched by most of the colubrids. They're actually one of the largest colubrids you will find in the Americas. Gorgeous, gorgeous rat snakes. Look at this guy. You can see how this pattern will flawlessly camouflage him into the brush, or he can just catch a bird mid-air and mid-flight. They are so agile and fast. But he's being nice to us right now. Aren't you, Mr. Tiger Rat Snake? These guys are found normally in South Central America, Northern South America, and Trinidad and Tobago. Right, Mr. Rat Snake? Why aren't you mean for the video? Be mean. Bite me. No? Fine. Beautiful snake. Look at him. Look at him. He's so mean, but he's being nice, I promise you. I promise you he was being a pisser before. But look at him. He's so nice right now.
Oh, okay. What a gorgeous snake, man. This is seriously, like David Attenborough aside, this is my favorite snake. Look at this thing. It's beast. It's beast. Right? It's like a Burmese rat snake. But you guys feel free to come by and check this big guy out. And we don't get them in often, so be sure to snatch them up soon. A nice little arboreal setup will do great for this guy. Lots of plants and lots of humidity is what they like. Only here at Underground Reptiles.
Because of their slow metabolism, much like me, the answer is A, the Taratua. They can hold their breath for over an hour or more, and the reason they live so long is because they have such a slow metabolism. They reach maturity around 13 to 20 years old. And guys, they can live over to 100 years in the wild. In captivity, everything's doubled, so imagine that.
What's up, YouTube, wieners, losers? It's your pal, Moody freaking Booty, here to give you what you really want, and that's more of me. And the free crap, I guess. It's sad that I have to buy my friends with free crap every week. Makes me feel so unloved. Anyways, Moody Booty is mad at the boss this week. He said some very mean things to me. He makes fun of me in past episodes. I ignore it. I don't say anything about it. Well, this week I feel like sticking it to him. So I'm giving away something more expensive than a t-shirt. In fact, I'm giving away... How many? How many do you think, Alex? Give me a number.
4, maybe, you know, you could go with 3. Three's
No,
a good
not
number.
3. 3 we're not doing.
3 we're not doing? Okay, like 1. What about 1?
No, I said more.
Alright,
You
alright.
nincompoop.
10.
No.
6.
He'll fire us.
6
for that.
6 is a good number.
How about 5?
5's great.
5.
There we go. 5 winners. You guys get this breeding box. Now, I'm not going to comment on those winners because you guys sent in pictures of your setups, and what the heck am I going to say about that? I don't want to talk about that this week. So Alex is going to send you a message via the YouTube thingamajigger and just answer him back with the information that he needs. Or you can email us if you're one of the winners that Alex picks. I don't care. You'll win this. Just follow through. Wait for Alex's message. You'll get the breeder box. It's a small one. Don't get greedy. I'm not giving you a large. So since I'm not making fun of the contest comment winners, I thought maybe we could turn this into Moody's 2 cents, and maybe I can make fun of some other people. People that really deserve to get made fun of. I was thinking people that like to make fun of people that work here. You know, every once in a while we get some Johnny Weisenheimer that's gonna tell us how we don't know what we're doing, or they want to criticize us about, you know, they think you should only deal with captive bred animals, but, you know, we deal with some field collected stuff and some imported stuff, and they don't like that, wah, wah, wah. And so you know what they do? They take to the social media outlets and they slander us. And specifically, if you make a mistake, you know, Jacob, look at this poor kid over here.
I can't help it.
What is it, this week you made a mistake on some ad?
Yeah, and I got torn apart on Facebook all week. Like, they wouldn't drop it every single day.
Alright, we're dropping, shut up. He makes a stinking mistake. The kid ain't perfect. I mean, gosh, look at him. It's obvious he's not perfect. Not like Moody Booty. So he makes a mistake on an ad. Now, there are some of you guys that I love. You know what you do? You send us a message, an email, says, hey, you guys made a mistake. Or, hey, you identified that animal wrong. You know, whatever the case may be. They're there to help us. You know why? Because there's no herper in this entire community that knows everything about every stinking animal. So somebody with a little bit more specialized knowledge, they reach out to us and they help us. I like them. But I don't like the people that take to social medias or emails or nasty phone calls and want to make fun of poor Jacob over here just for making a single mistake on an ad. How about you cut the kid some slack? You know, you see a typo, get over it. All right? So Moody's 2 cents is this week, maybe some advice too. Don't be a Delta Bravo, number 1. If you don't know what a Delta Bravo is, take the 2 initials, work on it, you'll figure it out eventually. All right, that's all I'm saying about that. Secondly, we have to realize, guys, that we're in this industry together. Now, maybe you don't like the people that you're in the industry with. All I can say is get over it, because at the end of the day, they're your brother in arms, so to speak. Because the reality is that most people that aren't in this industry don't want this industry to exist. They don't even want you only captive breeders to even exist, in case you haven't figured that out yet either. They don't care if you captive bred it. They don't care if you never imported animals. They want all exotics gone. Okay? The only pet stores and pet structures that they would like to see exist are maybe the 3 major chains, and they just want them to sell dog food and cat food, and probably if they had their ways, nobody would own pets, period. Alright, listen to me. Be nice to one another. Maybe you're starting off in this industry. Let me give you some more advice. You don't have to make fun of the guy that you're in competition with
Because in reality, if you both do good and you both can sell animals, that should be the end goal. Everybody just wants to feed their families at the end of the day. You shouldn't have to put down somebody else to sell your animals. If you have to put down other people to sell your animals, guess what? You suck. I mean, literally, you suck. You must be that unpopular that you have to sit down and put other people down. Okay? Worry about yourself. Worry about your own pockets. Okay? That's my advice to you guys. And don't be a Delta Bravo. We already discussed that though. So guys, get along with each other. Be nice to one another. Support one another. And as the old parental adage goes, if you ain't got nothing nice to say, don't say nothing at all. Try that out. Okay? Now, I will qualify that with this. Doesn't mean that we support illegal behavior, shady behavior, people that rob one another. That's not okay. That's scumbag-ish. Okay? We're not okay with that. But what I am saying is at the end of the day, just because you don't like a dude's haircut, that's because you don't like a good guy's faith, just because you think somebody's destroying the market, so to speak. Oh, prices used to be over here, then this guy came into town, now prices are way down here. Listen, that's life. And if you can't get hip to that now, you're gonna be a miserable person your whole life. Also, something just unique I've tried. You know, it's always easy to be a keyboard commando, but look at this guy over here. Alright? That's 120 pounds of steel. Say it to his face, I dare you. Look at him. He's ready, he's chomping at the bit.
I'd like someone to stand in front of us.
See, look at him. He's intimidating. You want to tell him? You want to go tell him to his face all the mistakes he makes? Go ahead. I'm not going to hold him back. Nope. Just saying. That's it. I'm done. Enjoy your free crap. Get out of my free face.
Another cool rat snake story. A few years back, I had gotten up. I was going to do my morning devotion on the back patio, and I walked out of my screen enclosure, and sitting right across my pool pump was about a 3-foot yellow rat snake with a stump tail. I thought, what a cool animal. I'm going to keep it in my backyard. So I picked it up off the pump, and I put it on top of my drain, my you call it drain down gutter. As soon as I put it up there, it shot in the hole, and I heard tonk 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 tonk, and I thought, well, that's the strangest thing. I've never heard of a snake. And falling out of the hole was the snake wrapped around a rat. He let go of the rat ran under my deck, and the snake took off after him. And I thought, man, you don't see that every day. That's a true story. And it's those days where I think, man, I love living in Florida. Florida is the best state in the world. I'm really glad that I'm here. If you're from one of those states where you can see reptiles in your backyard, it's the greatest thing. It's Tegu season, by the way. This week's question of the week is, it's an obvious one. What's your favorite rat snake? Pictures always help. But even if you don't have a picture, send us the name or a picture or a link or whatever to your favorite rat snake. And winners get free crap. All right? Thanks so much for watching. We appreciate your business, your time. We appreciate you guys sharing us on Facebook and every place else. We do. Thank you so much. We love you guys. God bless. Us.